We're talking with some of our fuzzy good friends from the Pocatello Zoo. We have Kate and Joy here this morning with us. Joy's kind of hiding back there with some of her owl friends. But this morning on the show, we're going to be going through some of the animals that you can see at the Pocatello Zoo and talk a little bit about some of the fun things you guys have going on. You know, we're thinking, when's the zoo going to open? When's the zoo going to open? We got more wet weather on the way, like Brandy said. But we're not going to let that dampen our spirits. This morning we have a rabbit with us. Tell us about Popcorn here a little bit, Kate.
Popcorn is a desert cottontail, we believe, although it could be a mountain cottontail. Fairly commonly seen in this area. And this is an animal that we have up at the education department that we use a lot in children's programs. We're utilizing her a lot right now with our outreach program, and that's kind of what we're featuring today. We're featuring the animals that are going out to the schools right now, as well as the animals that might be featured in our shows that we're going to be having this summer.
Yeah, and we're talking about, there's going to be some birds of prey that we're going to show a little bit later in the show, but it's kind of unusual to bring a rabbit and then have some hawks. These hawks look a little bit intimidating.
That's because Popcorn, so well named, would be a prey animal for these hawks.
Okay.
So we bring these animals in to kind of explain the adaptations of some of these birds. And we talk a little bit about the protective adaptations of the rabbit. And you'll notice she's very calm for a wild rabbit.
Very calm.
You know, she has great hearing. She can turn her ears around. She's very well camouflaged. They hold very still and then can dart pretty fast. And the other neat adaptation about these guys is they can actually climb trees and swim to get away from their predators.
Last week, Brandy and I actually had the opportunity to go see one of the presentations at Chubbuck Elementary School, and you guys take the students through the whole gamma array of birds of prey and let them have some interaction. Tell us about that.
Well, basically, we talk a little bit about the animals, and then they can ask questions, and we ask them questions. It's very interactive, and we're also addressing some Idaho state standards, so we're being sneaky and tricking them into actually learning something.
I like it. So a little bit later in the show, what are we going to talk about? Let's kind of give a little preview, because there's some exciting things. I love these owls.
Well, we have Dr. Joy here and our two saw-whet owls, and we have Shauna Anderson here with our red-tailed hawk Athena, and then we have someone in the back who's has a little bit of stage fright, and that's our rough-legged hawk, and hopefully we'll be able to get her out as well.
All right, so that's all coming up later in the show, but we appreciate you bringing in Popcorn this morning. What a calm little wild rabbit. And at first I was a little bit hesitant to touch her because you said she was wild, but she is so calm.
We do a lot of work and training with all of the animals. I mean, you wouldn't normally be able to go out and pick up a wild rabbit. So.
I would hope not.